me 3 seconds and I will tell you how to achieve results that seem impossible. You have ambition, but do you actually have a clear roadmap to reach your goal? I'm Sabir, founder of Chrysalis and TEDx speaker. I personally closed 8 figures in sales. And if you are looking for the answer to the question in this video title, there is a good chance I can help you to get there. I'm not going to waste your time with a bunch of theory today. We are going to straight into practical advice. The kind of advice that actually changes what you do tomorrow morning, not just something that sounds nice and gets forgotten by tonight. So let's start with the very first question. What is the very first thing you should do? Starting today, if you actually want to build real wealth and not just chase it for the rest of your life without even catching it. The very first thing is finding your ikigai. If you never heard that word before, ikigai is a Japanese concept and it basically means the reason you get up in the morning. But here's where most people get it wrong. And I want you to really listen to this part because this is the mistake I see over and over again. People always say follow your passion. And I'm telling you that advice alone is incomplete. Passion by itself is not enough to build something real. Think about it. If you want to make a child, you need another person as well. Not only you, it's the same with your career or your business. Your passion needs to meet something else in the world, whether that's a skill people will actually pay for, a real problem people have, or a natural talent you were given that you haven't fully used it yet. Passion alone, sitting there by itself with nothing to hold on to, doesn't create anything on its own. So how do you actually find it? You look at 2 things at the same time. What do you enjoy doing so much that you lose track of time? And what do you seem to be naturally better at than the people around you, even if you never trained for it? Where those 2 things overlap, that's naturally where your ikigai is hiding. And most people never ever stop long enough to ask themselves that question. So what will not work? This is the part I really want you to understand because I have seen this mistake destroy years of people's lives, including moments from my own journey. It will not work if you do something purely for the money. It doesn't matter if you are trying to build a business or if you are trying to grow inside a company as an employee. The principle stays exactly the same. You first need to find something you can become genuinely obsessed with, something you can actually love and keep learning about it for years without getting bored of it. And I will be open with you, this part is hard. To love something, you first have to discover your real interest or a natural talent you already have. And then you have to start putting in real, consistent work on that one specific thing. Let me give you an example because this will make it click. If you don't enjoy talking to people all day, but you love sitting at a computer writing the code, or you find yourself drawing in your free time without anyone telling you to, without anyone paying you for it, that's information. That's your ikigai speaking to you in the background. Now, here's the nuance, and this is where a lot of people mess it up in the opposite direction. Let's say you are drawing, you have real natural talent for it, but if you only chase becoming a fine artist, statistically, it's very unlikely you will build a serious wealth from that path alone. Now think about video editing, creative direction, or creative design instead. Those paths are still built on the exact same talent, the same love for visuals and creativity, but they open up a much bigger financial ceiling for you. That's the whole point of thinking from an ikigai perspective instead of a pure passion perspective or a pure money perspective. If you force yourself into software development just because you heard everyone is making money from there, while your actual love is drawing, you're going to burn out. You will be fighting yourself every single day just to show up, and that fight is exhausting in a way that no amount of money can fix it, because money can't buy back the years you spent doing something you never truly loved. So what is the actual action plan and how long should you realistically expect this to take? Here's where we get tactical. The path starts with getting real clarity. What actually is your ikigai? What should you be working on right now, today? And this is something important. Don't put all your eggs in one basket right away. Try 2 or 3 directions at the same time if you are at the beginning and you genuinely don't know yet. You will only truly understand once you start doing the actual work, not once you think about it or you plan it out on the paper. So try it, see if you love it, see if you are making real progress even the small progress. Give each direction a real shot. At least 6 months before you decide whether it's right for you. Don't give up right away and don't give up early as well. Even when it gets hard, because it will get hard. I promise you that. Sometimes it takes a full year before you start seeing results that actually feel real to you. So think long term always. This is not a 30-day sprint. This is the foundation you are building your entire financial life on. And foundations take time to set it properly. One more thing I want to add here, because this matters just as much as 6 months rule. Write down what you are testing and why. Keep a simple log of what you tried, what felt right, and what drained you mostly. Most people trust their memory for this, and memory lies to you under stress. When things get hard around month 4 or 5, that log is what reminds you why you started and whether you are actually making progress or just tired. Let's talk about the key factor, which I think is the most important part of this entire video. The thing that separates people who make it from people who stay stuck forever is this. You need to build a system, not rely on motivation. Motivation runs out. It always does for everyone, no exceptions. No matter how disciplined you think you are. What doesn't run out is a system. You want to become someone who builds system around the thing you love. Not someone who just hopes they feel inspired enough to show up every single day. Here's how you actually do that. You always need to zoom out and think about the big picture. This is the real thing you are trying to achieve 5 or 10 years from now, not just this month. Let's go back to our drawing example. If you're good at drawing, there is a few paths open to you. You could become a designer, you could become a video editor, but here's the bigger version of that same skill. You could become the person who manages a whole team of video editors and designers and creative people. That's a completely different level, and it requires you to build up the whole set of skills that work together, not just one isolated talent sitting on its own. You have to think that big and then build a system to get there step by step, not all at once, because trying to do it all at once is exactly what burns people out and makes them quit. You will probably need to get genuinely good at video editing first. Then you will need to get good at writing the scripts. After that, you will need to understand copywriting. Then you will need to understand how business actually works, how offers are built, how people make buying decisions. Then you will need to sharpen your design sense even further on top of all of that. Think about Leonardo da Vinci for a second. Da Vinci didn't become Da Vinci just because he was good at drawing. He went and explored chemistry. He explored anatomy. He learned engineering. Those other fields didn't distract him from his art. They actually made his art exceptional in a way that pure drawing skill alone never could have. That's the mindset you need to adapt for yourself. It's rarely just one skill that makes someone exceptional. It's usually multiple skills stacking on top of each other and accelerating the one thing you care about most. So build your system piece by piece, track what you are learning, set clear checkpoints for yourself every few months. Not vague hopes, but actual dates on calendar. I'm talking about calendar itself. Don't just wait around hoping you feel motivated on some random Tuesday morning, because that Tuesday might never come and you will still be waiting for a year from now. A system works whether you are motivated or not, and that's exactly why it is the thing that actually gets you to the finish line while everyone else is still waiting to feel ready. Let me give you a concrete example of what a system actually looks like. In the practice, just as an idea. So here's my final takeaway for you today. Even if you are not making a lot of money right now, even if things feel slow or uncertain, you will still have something incredibly valuable. And that is the time to think and rethink everything about your direction. With the help of AI today, you can iterate faster than any generation before ever could. You can research faster, you can test ideas faster, and figure out who you actually want to become in a fraction of time it used to take just 10 years ago. So find your ikigai, go find a mentor who has already walk the path you want to walk. Someone who can show you the shortcuts and mistakes to avoid before you make them yourself. And remember this clearly. Even if things are hard for you right now, this moment is simply a step toward your future, because if building real wealth were easy, everyone would already have done it. The fact that it is hard is exactly why it's worth doing, and it's exactly why most people never get there, and you can. Remember one more thing before we close. Wealth that you built through your ikigai and through a system tends to last, because it doesn't depend on one lucky deal or one viral post. Share this video with a friend who you think needs to hear this as well, so you can work toward your goals together. It's built on skills that stay with you even if the market shifts, even if platform disappears, even if the economy takes a hit. People who build themselves through a system get through hard times far more easily than the people who just got lucky once. If this video gave you real clarity today, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to keep breaking down exactly how to build a system for wealth that doesn't depend on luck or motivation. And if you are serious about building your roadmap, drop a comment below and let me know where you are starting from right now.